What's up? Back again, lying. Not another guest here, but it doesn't matter. I stumbled on some gold over on the internet. Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast, the Old Testament, back in 2017. I hate making a podcast about a podcast, but it's so fucking good. It's only thing I've been listening to. I'm rewiring my brain, getting that goddamn plagiarism down so I can start talking like them. It's just so refreshing. It's so refreshing hearing that. Because, like, in 2017, things were simpler. Like, you didn't have to be, not, you had to be politically correct, but the fight was a lot of fun. It was a lot more fun. Now it's almost impossible to beat. I can't even think about fighting it. I can't think about anything comparative for a fight. I kind of noticed too, like TikTok is a feminine app. There's no masculinity inside that app, which I hate so much. Cause I'll scroll on TikTok and it would just be like emotional based responses. Like I'm watching like a video about like a kid getting beat or getting attacked in 10 seconds and not have to side with the kid, but like in the reality of it, like that kid's a murderer too, or that kid did something even more fucked up than you thought, and they had the kid. Like it's just so much emotional based stuff. People just talk, and then you have to take it at face value and side on their side, or everything's about race, everything. Like I heard a story today. It was the dumbest shit ever. Like I listened to it twice because I made sure. Like, wait, did he really fucking have to? He really made it about race. He was talking about like, oh, being black in America is so much different than people think, and they don't even realize it. Like I was working at Walmart, and every single time I was working at Walmart, I would take like an hour break whenever my boss took a break, and then when he came back, then I'll take another hour break. He said sometimes I even went and watched a movie at the movie theater next to me. Spent like 4 hours there, come back still on the clock, and then they hired a new guy, and he's white. So he tried to make sure him and his buddy, both black dudes, they both understand like, yo, we can't let him know about the secrets we have, the fucking shit we're doing. You can't let him know we're off the clock having fun and making this an easy ass job. And his boy's like, yeah. All right. Lunchtime comes around, and he's just telling the new white kid, like, yo, dude, this is the easiest fucking job in the world. The boss is stupid as fuck. He doesn't know what we're doing. I barely work this job. I'm just stealing fucking money here. It's easy as fuck. Get calls in the next day, he gets fired. He gets called in the next day, gets fired too. And he's like, yeah, you need to understand. America's about race. I'm like, Nick, you didn't do your job. You weren't there. You left. You blatantly didn't. I'm not even like a Walmart fan. I don't shop there, but you just didn't do your job. That wasn't about race at all. You didn't do your job and you got fired. You're black. That's it. That's the only reason it's about, because you made it about race. You just didn't do a job. And I don't want to side 100% with Walmart, but he fucked up, and it wasn't about race. He just wasn't doing his job. And I'm reading the comments like, yeah, man, it's hard. It's hard to be out here in black. I'm like, dude, the fight was real once. It's not anymore. The fight is so fucking stupid and fake right now. So much bullshit with it. And I am stopping. Like, I'm not taking nothing face value anymore. Anything at all. I don't care what it is. I'm not taking face value. I'm blaming the person. I'm not doing innocent until proven guilty. I'm saying, no, you're guilty because you talked about it first, not prove me otherwise. And it has to be a good fucking point, not just. And I felt, as soon as I heard that, I'm like, all right, you're the dumbass in this situation, and I'm not going to side with you. Because there's so much things in face value where people take, and they're so wrong. Like, for instance, the hurricane. People are like, oh, send money for the hurricane. They destroyed my house. I can't, all my dogs are dead. My horses can't swim. We're living underwater. They gave you an evacuation. They let you know weeks ahead, like, yo, this is going to destroy your fucking house. Please leave out west where it can't hurt you. Please just go away as far as you can. And you sit there like, nah, fuck water. Water isn't tough. What do you mean? You think I can drink? I could drink the fucking water. Why would I run away? It's fucking rain. You're scared of rain? What are you, a witch? What are you, a liberal too, or liberal witch? That's why I'm not leaving. And then their house gets destroyed. And then now they want $100 million to rebuild the whole neighborhood. I'm like, no, you dummy, leave. A hurricane hits your area every single year on the dot. And you still want to live there? And you still think, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad at all. Nigga, leave. Go to another place. I don't know what to tell you. If my house got broken into once a year, every single year, and they just rolled a grenade inside, I'm not building the house again there. I'm leaving. Why the fuck would you come back? Why the fuck do you want money to come back? You don't even have homeowners insurance? It's a hurricane area. You're gonna get swept up. You're not magical, nigga. Like, I don't get it. It doesn't make me feel bad saying it anymore. And like the shit about Diddy too. Like, I don't care about that nigga. And anyone who became famous, like, people are trying to say, "Oh, give justice." Justin Bieber was a victim. He got like fucked 100 million times by like 9,000 black dudes and shit. You gotta feel bad for him. Like, no, I don't. He's rich. He could have stopped. He should have stopped. He shouldn't have even been there. If it's get fucked and be rich, that's obviously the route. Everyone is aware. Everybody, at least, it's a black fucking rumor. You went up to fame because you got fucked in the ass a whole bunch of times. Why do you think I feel bad for you? Why would you think that? You've made a couple platinum albums, but your asshole is destroyed. It's as big as a globe. Like, obviously you got fucked. That's why you're rich and famous. You're not that talented. I don't feel bad for you. You're a criminal. Probably. He probably did more fucked up shit than you probably think. I don't care if he cries on camera. Oh, please save Billie Eilish because her tits are so big and they're going to destroy her in the runaway train. Like, no, dude, if she wants, she can take that route. If she doesn't have to take that route. Great example, fucking Beto Mars, the fucking king of pop today, Bruno. He wasn't at the Diddy parties. This nigga's millions and millions of dollars in debt, stuck in Las Vegas. He can't leave, has to perform the same fucking song every weekend. He's honorable. He's not getting fucked in the ass. I respect him. He makes great music. No one gives a shit about that dude, but no, give my thoughts and prayers for JB. Really? Fuck that nigga. I hope he gets fucked. I hope he goes to jail. He definitely did some fucked up shit. You don't just get passed around without doing your own fucking evil. All right, or you seen some shit. What's that shit? You're a witness to a murder, or a murder, so you're kind of in fault. He's witnessing a whole bunch of fucked up shit just because he's sobered up. And Kanye West too. What? Kanye went quote unquote crazy and tried to expose everyone? No, he did fucked up shit before that. He's not a martyr. He's not Jesus Christ. He's not a savior. He's a drug addict that got high and then fucked up shit to people. And then some way, somehow, was like, actually, I draw the line at raping kids. I don't want to rape a kid. I'll rape a full adult, but not a kid. And now I need to feel like, oh, wow, he's so woke. He's so helpful to society. He's the greatest part to the music industry. He's so smart. Like, no, he's just as much of a heinous person as anyone else inside that whole house. Ashton Kutcher, monster. P. Diddy, monster. LeBron James, I'm going to give him a pass. I just have to give him a pass. He's just too good at basketball. I can't. There's some level of, like, fucked up shit you can do, but you have to equivalent to, like, greatness. Like, Michael Jackson, definitely a pedophile. No one gives a shit. Thriller's still a banger. Billie Jean's, I'm still going to sing it. But, like, R. Kelly, kind of. He's on the... I still love the song Ignition. Ignition's still a banger. He's in jail. Maybe he should be on parole, honestly, but he's in jail. Ignition's a great song. I Believe I Can Fly, still pretty good. But then P. Diddy was doing, like, Michael Jackson level of... I don't know how to explain this in a nicer way. He's doing, like, devilish activities at P. Diddy fame. He needs to be at Michael Jackson fame to continue that activity, so I can kind of like, oh, but, you know, that album was heat. I can't really complain, honestly. So, yeah, it's just a whole bunch of bullshit. I'm so tired of it. I think the Old Testament from Matt and Shane podcast really does help me because it's two asshole kind of racist jokes. It's extremely racist. I didn't know how funny racist jokes were. I thought I was kind of racist with my jokes, but no. I did not understand why they canceled Shane Gillis back in the day. I was like, oh, he made a couple of Asian jokes? Like, so what? Like, no, it was fucked up. He was really funny with it, but it drew the line. You drew the line a couple hundred times and crossed it. Like, the Asian accent he does is the funniest accent. I didn't know that accents were still funny. At least I didn't know I'll laugh at them. And I can't do an Asian accent at any fucking moment in my life. I never practiced. I never had enough time to master the skill of the samurai. The Asian accent. I can't fucking do it, but it's so fucking funny. Like, the Arab accent is funny. Making fun of Muslims is funny. Like, I'm Muslim. I make fun of that shit. Is hilarious. Like, accents are still funny to me. I didn't realize that at all. I'm not above that on the humor level scale. Oh, fuck. But that shit's pretty awesome. Let me hit a little Pozzerino. All right, back at it like a crack addict. So I did go to New York. I drove up to New York, got a tattoo, and drove back. 8-hour round trip. I am a trucker in my heart. I have the hat. I don't have the belly yet, and I don't fuck enough lot lizards to let you guys know that physically, but mentally, I'm a trucker. All right, hate my life, hate my wife type of trucker. It wasn't even a bad drive. The tolls I don't like at all because I'm not used to tolls down here in the greatest state in the world, Virginia, because we don't have to pay for tolls on a highway that's mandatory to drive. The difference between using tolls and just trying to avoid it the whole time is about 6 hours of a difference. So it was 4 hours for me to get up there, and if you don't want to use tolls, it's gonna be like 10 hours, which is insane. You're driving up all day around. You're driving around New Jersey through the outskirts of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and then just coming back down, touching Connecticut, then coming back down south, like ducking and dodging every single highway, which I think is utterly insane. That's just corruption. Someone's getting their fucking hands greased up, and the fucking mayor's already in prison. Hopefully, he's going to prison. So I hope the guy to take that away. I don't get the New Jersey Turnpike at all. I fucked up twice. I flicked off the camera because it didn't really work out for me, and it wasn't clear enough. Plus, it was raining the whole fucking week, which pissed me off even more. And it was just fucking stupid. But the thing is, too, about New York and New Jersey, it's a shithole. Like, New York's a trash bag, and New Jersey's a trash can. Like, they're both intertwined of disgust. I hate that place so much. It's nasty. You know you're in New York, or at least driving up or getting closer when you can smell piss inside your own car. Like, it's so gross. There's nothing good about that place. Not even the food, not the people, not the atmosphere. Nothing about it is, like, attractive. The only reason I would ever go there is for tattoos and comedy. Only two reasons. Other than that, you can drag me by my fucking nose and tits before I can get up there again. But I don't know if you can see it from back there, but I got a tattoo. I'll just post a photo on the video. I don't know why I have to show it. But it's on my bicep on the right arm. I got it from this lady. She has like emo goth girl vibe. You know, she's never had a real job. She's just drawing all her life. She's fucking kind of hot. And it's not even like she's hot because how she's like the look. She's like goth. That's the reason why she's hot. She doesn't have big tits or like a big ass or an English accent. She's really Asian. Oh, a tattoo. Like, she's that type of Asian. But it was really strange because I went straight for that. That's the only reason I went up there. Parking wasn't bad. I parked next to the attorney office, the attorney something. It's free parking on the weekend. Found a good spot. Walked in, and it was just like, it was so fucking emasculating. The whole place, there's no testosterone in the whole city. Like, when I drove in, I bet they had like a siren go off, like someone with testosterone was here now. It's just a whole bunch of like gross estrogen, just like festering. Like, it's a pot of boiling fucking oil. It's just disgusting. You don't want to touch it. You don't want to be around it. Like, it's so. I walked in, and then I talked to this one guy. He's like a Russian or Polish. I don't know. He's like a skinny white dude from like not America. And this guy just looked like he gets fucked. Like, he wasn't even gay, but he looked like the prettiest dude in the world. And I was like, dude, fucking get your hands dirty, all right? Don't wipe after you're done shitting. Like, you look way too soft as a human being. Like, I could fuck you. I'm not even gay, but you're just weird. And he's so soft-spoken. The other lady that was tattooing spoke up for him twice. I just gave him a compliment, and I asked him a question. That's the only two things I talked to him about. And he couldn't fucking say it with his chest. He couldn't fucking man up. He had no fucking bass in his voice. And when I was talking to him, I started like whispering at his level too because I felt bad for talking to him like a man. So it was weird and sad. And he was just watching memes. I mean, not even TikToks, just memes. Like scrolling through, I don't know what website it was. He's looking through memes and laughing to himself. I'm like, is this guy 6 or 16? What's wrong with him? What's like, put him in a cage or something. Let other people see him. This is not a real boy. This is not a real man. I mean, this is a facade. He's hiding. He must be like, I don't know. He could pass off as a trainee. Like, if he was a woman at first and then became a man, he kind of looks like that. Like, he doesn't look like a man at all. But it was weird talking to him. I just sat down. I came 30 minutes early because I'm a man and I come on time or early as my appointments should be. It was 3 of the ugliest girls in the world, and they were talking about how they can't date anyone in the city. Everyone here is just fucking a bunch of losers. And the lady or her friend that was getting the tattoo said that the tattoo is gonna warn off all the men so they can stop fucking with her. It was like a tattoo over her fucking uterus. I didn't even want to look because she looked gross, and if I looked, I would have been on TikTok for rape or some stupid fucking allegation. And it's like so feminist to it's the farthest extent of feminism. It's so gross just to see it. I'm not even a feminist. I am not a feminist. I don't give a shit about a woman's fucking priorities and policies in life. Do whatever the fuck you want. I'm not supporting you because I have no reason to do it at all. It's so fucking stupid. And to hear it publicly, because she also said that she's a blue belt in karate, taekwondo, and she said I can beat up any guy. And I was like, you want to put the belt on the test? I'll drop you down to a fucking white belt. Like, I'll beat the shit out of you right now just for the fun of it. One hand. Like, she wasn't attractive. She wasn't strong. She was like a square body ass bitch. She looked like a 96 Chevy. She was just gross, talking about she needs to warn off all the men. And her friends were just at that caliber too. None of them were attractive, which I kind of like have a theory now. Is like, ugly women hate men because they're ugly. Beautiful women don't give a shit. I've never seen a beautiful woman stand on a stage or been on a tic tac unless it's like an actual allegation saying that men are gross and disgusting. Because a beautiful woman like is nerve wracking for attractive or like for ugly dudes. So ugly dudes don't even bother her. It's just attractive guys do, and that's kind of like a win ish. But that square body ass bitch, she's getting hit on by other square body ass niggas. Like, it's at the equal playing level, and she thinks she's above it. She's not. That's why she's single at 31. I figured that out easily because they're proud to say it. They're like, I don't need no fucking man. I'm 31 and successful. I'm like, I don't know. You don't want to be 35 and successful either, too, do you? Like, you should fucking probably settle down there, lady. So, yeah, there's this weird and gross. Everyone's supporting everyone in that fucking movement. And my tattoo artist came in. She didn't even know who I was. I got another tattoo by her. She didn't even recognize me until she saw the other tattoo. And she's like, oh, yeah, I did that. And then she got excited at helping me out. But before, she's like, oh, what do you want again? Like, what's your name? Like, fucking everyone, I don't get it. The women there just want to, like, don't want to treat you as a man. And I'm not the most manliest person. I'm a $130 at 5'9". Like, I am not swinging, all right? I got soft boy energy all around. But you don't have to be disrespectful to an extent, all right? You can make little jokes and shit about, or you can be, I don't know. It's weird. I felt weird walking around. It was just the whole situation felt weird. It's how open they were, but like, yeah, I could beat up any dude. I'm a blue belt. I'm trying to warn off or chase off all the men that bother me. I'm like, I don't talk like that in public for other people to hear in a small space environment. And even if I do, I would say, I'm fucking around or I'm just playing. I'm not seriously talking about that, but they were adamantly, proactively trying to let me know and make that statement across all boards. Because I don't know if they were talking before I walked in or after I walked in, but after I walked in, they had to make some points. They had to make sure that I heard or someone had to, I don't know, their fucking woman brain was going hard and shit. But either way, the lady came in, got explaining my tattoo. I was telling you, oh yeah, there's a tattoo. My dad, when he got out of prison, he did not do anything wrong. It was prison of war. It was just political reasons and shit. And it's pretty cool tattoo. And then the other girl's like, whoa, that's pretty cool. I was like, shut up. I don't want to hear your voice. Shut up. So yeah, I got the tattoo. Something that was pretty weird was that the tattoo artist has pretty small tits. This is important inside the story. She has pretty small tits, and I think she finds me attractive. She said that I have pretty eyes, and she kind of did like that girly thing where she's like about to smile when she talks and that goofy shit. So I think she found me. I think I might be wrong. I'm a man, so I think everyone finds me attractive. I am that ignorant. So getting the tattoo, it's on my arm. So she's leaning on my arm, and she's like crossing over, and I get like a half a side boob in my hand. And I'm like, whoa, I don't want to lose this tattoo opportunity. Don't fucking, all right, what's happening here? Do you want to do this? Do you not want to do this? But don't fuck up my tattoo because you think I'm trying to grab your tits. And I try to, like, the first time that happened, I didn't move because my arm was just numb. And I was just trying to focus on, like, not moving. And I got kind of like a handful of her small tits. And I was like, whoa, chill out. I don't want to get a boner right now. And then she was just, like, dipping ink. So she, like, move over, dip some ink to get some more ink, and then go back to tattooing. So, like, oh, maybe she's just doing it to be more focused and shit, like dialed in and stuff. And she did it like I think like 5 more times and shit. And after like the second one, I just started moving my arm away. I was like, I'm not even gonna play around. Like, don't fucking get me caught up. I just want to get the tattoo. I trust your tattoo artistry. I like your style, and it's a good price. I came here from fucking Virginia to New York just for you. Don't make me leave with half a tattoo because you think I'm trying to molest or fucking sexually assault you. For I don't know, it's fucking pissed me off a little. I was like, dude, just do your job. That was the only time in the world I was thinking in my head, just do your fucking job. Be professional, all right? If you want to do something nasty or something sexual, let me know ahead of time so we can do it another day. But don't fucking do it while you're doing the job. I don't want to move. I don't want you to fuck up my arm. It's a forever thing. But yeah, and then something else weird too. Fucking the other lady, the fucking like the square body ass bitches left. They got their shitty gay ass tattoo, and then the other lady was sitting there. She bumped into me on accident. She said sorry and stuff. I didn't say anything back because I'm focused. I'm really focused on the tattoo. I'm not even using my phone. I'm just staring straight at the wall, trying to make sure I'm not moving because that's like the most respectful thing I could do for me and the artist. At the end of the day, I don't want her to fuck up my tat because I'm being a bitch about it. So she bumped into me. I didn't realize it. I didn't even think she said sorry to me. I thought she was saying sorry to someone else. And then she bumped me again. I was like, all right, you need to stop fucking moving. All right, I'm getting a tattoo. Can someone do their fucking job in this place? Can somebody please do their fucking job? Why is everyone fucking around right now? And then she went back like 4 or 5 times. I didn't want to say anything because, like, if I say anything, these bitches are just going to kick me out with a half a tattoo and a full price. And I won't ever get a tattoo from this person. I'm trying to stay consistent with tattoos so I get all my tattoos from the same person at the end of the day. I think that's better and more respectful for the artist that she can fucking point at it. It's like, oh yeah, I did all his tattoos, don't you? And he likes the style because I do like her style. And she's more of a European traditionalist style. I like aiming for American traditionals, at least for the next couple of tattoos. But European traditionals sounds interesting. And I want her work to, I don't know, be expressive of the artist. I respect art heavy. So that's what you think. But they're just being weird, like really weird in my head, and really like emasculating in my head. After the tattoo, she took a photo. She didn't like the angles and the color or the shading shit because we're fucking gay ass artistic mind. So I was like, okay, whatever. Like, you don't have to take a photo if you don't want to. And the other tattoo lady said, well, here's some candy because you've been a good little boy. And I was like, in my head, I was like, bitch, shut your gay ass up. Don't fucking call me that. But again, I want to get the tattoo again from this lady, so I don't want to be rude. So I was like, haha, thanks. I was being a good man about getting a tattoo. It didn't hurt because it's just a tattoo. It's not a weapon. Like, I'm not dying. She's good at what she does. I respect. Like, I don't know. It's fucking weird. It gets weird. It gets really weird. That's all I can say. And then I kind of noticed, like, I thought I was generally uglier. Not trying to like hype myself up or be weird, but I really thought I wasn't like the most attractive fella in the world. But I got that experience from that tattoo artist, and then I went to the bar so I can grab a burger and a beer before I head back down south. And I was talking to the lady, asking her like, "What do you recommend and stuff?" Like, I want to know if I should get a chicken sandwich, burger, crab cakes, and shit. And she did that fucking girl thing where she's like half smiling and looking at me like googly eyes. I'm like, what the fuck? Just fucking answer the damn question, lady, before I fucking start flirting with you and then kicked out. Because I don't want to get in trouble for just being courteous nowadays. That sounds stupid as fuck, and I should just be like, haha, my dick's big and fuck. But I just want to get I want you to do your job. I want most people to do their job, and they don't feel uncomfortable about doing their job. But she fucking gave me that look. And I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty nice. She gave me water without me asking. She topped off my beer, didn't charge me anything. She was being real nice and doing her job great. So I was excited about that. The glass was chipped, and I wanted to bring it up, but I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to die here tonight. So but I'll drink a chipped glass. Hopefully it was rinsed a couple times before and I didn't swallow the glass. But that's really it on the fucking New York trip. It's more cheaper to take the mega bus, but I just wanted to see how much it would cost if I drive up there instead. Let's fucking load up some more. There we go. We got some fucking hot topics. So even a local hot topic. I did a couple mics last week. I think it was 3 mics or 2 mics. I don't really remember. They're all stupid gay fucking mics in the city. And the first one I did 2. I only did 2. Yeah. The first one I did was over at a new spot, and it was called some fucking. It was called roast mic. It was a roast. It's called a roast mic. It's not a roast mic, which is it's fucking stupid and a damn fucking teaser at best. It's open mic. Remember, open mic. You try out material. If you do good, you do good. You do bad, you do bad. But it's just an open mic. You're just saying shit at the end of the day. That's what an open mic is. If you've never done an open mic, so it's just an open mic where there are three panelists for some odd reason, and the three panelists let you know if you're doing good or bad. And if you do bad, they play a sound that goes like dun dun dun, or some stupid fucking Mario fucking gay ass song. And you have to spin the wheel of punishment, and you have to do a random ass punishment. And if you do good, nothing fucking happens. That's it. You just did good. No one gives a shit. So I did it. I thought it would have been like fun and shit, but it's the gayest fucking idea. It's an open mic. You just try out jokes. It's not a showcase. No one's paying me to be here. I signed up so I can practice jokes, not to fucking get heckled. And a big thing that I really hate is that you can't even they can heckle you, but if you heckle them back and you didn't do a good heckle in their opinion, then you get kicked off. What kind of it's like, oh dude, it's so fucking gay. It's so fucking stupid and it pisses me off so fucking much. None of us are good. That's why we're doing open mics right now. Why are you judging? And why are you saying the all saying words of like only you can make the final decision? Like it's so fucking gay. I'm not signing up ever again to that mic. I signed up for the first time because I actually thought it was a roast mic where I get to roast people and people get to roast me back. And we can have fun like that. And it'll be like a roast battle. But no. It's just some fucking female fucking mic idea. It's the most female mic idea in the world. You can't make fun of people. You can't make fun of the venue. You can't make fun of race. You can't make fun of sex. You can't do a whole bunch of stuff, which I get. But at the end of the day, it's an open mic. Let me figure it out. A dead silent room would help a whole lot more than a fucking gay ass Mario ringtone and a spinning wheel of death. Like, it's the stupidest shit. And it's supposed to be like more entertaining and more funnier for that. Like, it's like a prop and shit. But let me just work out my jokes, nigga. I don't give a shit about that. I just want to work out my jokes. It could be a lot better if you can just opt out at all of that shit. If they're trying to make it like a bit or some shit. Like, you just want to get on stage and do your shit and walk off. But no, you have to do it if you get on the mic. And it's run by two girls, one ex-stripper, and one short fucking Mexican Arab girl, and a gay-ass black dude. He's not really gay. He looks gay that wears leather pants and has a frohawk. Like, it's the three fags of the world. Like, if these guys powered up together, they can make one lesbian. They're so fucking annoying for doing that shit. And I am talking shit. I am. Because it's stupid to do that. It's an open mic. At the end of the day, make it an open mic. None of us are good. Just make it an open mic. Fucking shit. And another thing, the other mic that I went to was a feedback mic, which I actually enjoy. You do your jokes for 5 minutes. No one heckles you. You do your jokes for 5 minutes. After that, someone gives you a panelist of 3 random ass comedians who aren't good, just random ass comedians. Just tell you what you did bad, so you can work on it. Corrective criticism shit. So that's kind of helpful. And I was on the panel this time, which I really took serious. I didn't take a piss the whole time, even though I needed to take a piss. I was focused. I was dialed in, just listening at the jokes, listening at the style, trying to give them any more tags, trying to give them any more ideas of how to make that personality or that persona or whatever they want to get called a little bit more like honed and tighter and shit. I felt genuinely respected, and I respected everyone there. I didn't disrespect anyone's time. I truly hope I didn't, and if I did, I apologize, because I was trying to fucking dial in for everyone so they actually can take criticism or get some feedback and shit. I think everyone enjoyed it. But the thing is, though, at that mic, they started making a terms and agreement for harassment policy, because, you know, comedy is so good. You need to make a terms and agreement while doing it. That's the best thing about comedy. And it's so fucking good. I don't want to read all of it because they really know how to make this shit fun, right? But, like, the big things is that hands off, no creeping, no touching, groping, or getting handsy with anyone. Like, people are getting raped at the open mic. It's a room full of 20 people, all comedians that know each other, generally know each other, respect each other for doing comedy. How many times has that happened that I've seen? 0. How many times do I think it's going to happen? Maybe a couple, but to an extent, like, you need to make sure, like, this is an illegal thing to do. touching someone else, harassment is illegal. It's not a terms and agreement. Just call the police. Don't make me sign the paper. Call the police if you see that happen. Don't just kick me off the mic. Send me to jail. That's illegal. Watch your mouth. Oh, yeah, we love a good joke. Right after saying that, but leave discrimination and the violent speech bullshit at the door. That means no hate speech, harassment based on race, color, nationality, religion, sex, age, disability, gender, genetic information. What? Sexual violence? Like, dude, it's so fucking gay because I have a really racist joke that I like. And the only reason I like this joke is because only black people are allowed to say that, like nigger. Only black people are allowed to say that, which I think is fucking retarded. At the end of the day, you live a life for experiences, not as being black. If you want to live your life being black, fine. But I like living life for the experience. At the end of the day, 100 years from now, I'm not gonna be black. I'm gonna be dead. All right. So is everyone else. So stop fucking worrying about that. Well, but the joke is simple. I just make fun of comedy. I'm like, all these comedians are so fucking woke. But at the end of the day, you're just a clown on stage. Even me, I'm a black clown. Look at this. Digger, digger. Like, it's that fucking stupid and silly. And then I follow it up with, I said that joke earlier at a show. And this one white lady got really upset. And she said, nigga, you can't say that. And that's a second punch. I'm trying to find more tags for it. And I used that joke. Oh, yeah. I used that joke at the quote-unquote roast mic. And they cut me off halfway, and that ruined my flow, and I fucked up the second part of the joke. And then they said, oh, that was a bomb. I'm like, yeah, because you fucking heckled me in the middle of the joke. What do you mean? You're a comedian. You should know that. If someone heckles you while you're doing a joke, you're going to fucking lose the timing on it. And if I fuck up on the timing, the joke is just hateful. It's not playful anymore. And I remember that shit, and that shit pissed me off so fucking much because I'm like, dude, you don't do comedy. None of us are comedians. We're just doing open mics. We aren't comedians. You can do comedy for 10 years. Still not a comedian. You're just doing comedy. That's it. But not a comedian. All right? You're not doing it full time, and you're not successful either. You can do it full time and make $100 a week. That's $400-$500 maybe a month. You're not living off of that. You're living in a shelter or a hostel. That's a low blow because it was a hostel, but I don't give a shit. Be thoughtful of sensitive topics. Ensure the following standards for sensitive topics can be described in Section 2. Section 2, handle with care. You know, the best part about comedy is reading the terms and agreements and then going back to Section 2 so I can reiterate it. That's so genius. I don't know why Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, Patrice O'Neal, Louis C.K., George Carlin, any other great comedian. I totally don't get why they didn't have this in the beginning of their time. I don't know why they didn't establish this when they're doing their specials, right? Talking about the terms and agreement to say a fucking joke. See something, say something. Again, this is a crime. Don't put in the terms of the policies. Call the police. If you witness harassment, speak up. Let a staff member know. What is this, 8th grade? We are grown adults. Call the police. What is the staff going to do? Kick you out? You're a criminal if you're harassing people. Stop thinking like, oh, it's so fucking stupid. Violating this policy will turn our zero tolerance policy will result in anything from verbal warning to a permanent ban from future cheer comedy events. See Section 3 for policy violations with all details. Thank you, God. Thank you for banning the gayest fucking mic in the world. Please. You know, open mics don't even last longer than a year. I don't get what's wrong with people. They don't even understand that shit. Majority of them do not last more than a year. And if they do last more than a year, that's because they're really good and they didn't implement gay-ass fucking policies in between it. But there's a section 2 part. Handle with care, tragedy, disease, illness, mental health, race, religion, gender, death, sexual assaults, abuse, child abuse, exploitation, poverty, homelessness, war, veterans. Thank God the people who went to war and killed people can't handle, like, they're murderers coming back to America. Do you think they can't handle a joke? That's the worst part about life from them. Instead of seeing their friend get blown up by an IUD, that's the hardest part, is making a joke about war. Like, it's so, everything about this is so fucking gay. It's written by a nigga who has an office job, a nigga who's never done anything cool in his life, which kind of pisses me off even more. I'm like, dude, just have fun. Enjoy the time right now. You're going to be old and ugly one day, or old and gay or one day. Stop being fucking annoying this young. Because I realized something that was interesting. He's the same age as me, But the only difference is he's never fucking done anything cool ever. He's just a big fucking fat pussy, and he looks like a fat lesbian too. I hate fucking dudes like that so much. And I don't want to talk complete shit on this podcast because eventually they're gonna find out, and I eventually have to apologize so I can eventually just keep on doing open mics instead of getting banned out of the fucking gayest city in the world. Like, Baltimore is a better scene than this. It's just 90 minutes away from me. You know why Baltimore's a better scene? Because they deal with shootings like every other week. There are real gang banging, heroin activities every single week. But in the other hand, too, on the fucking Matt Shane Secret podcast, they even admitted it back in like 2017 how every single scene has a gay scene. Like, not like gay, like they like men and stuff, like gay, like it's annoying as fuck scene. They're just being stupid about comedy because comedy is supposed to be like, try it out. So what? If it doesn't work, hey, it doesn't work. It was a joke. That's what jokes are. Nothing I took serious. But they're complaining about their scene, how gay it was and shit. And they also illustrated a point like most people they don't really interact this shit day to day. They just really live like a blissful experience life. So like when I talk shit about it and someone else who doesn't really get why it's such a big deal, you don't understand. Like, these guys run about half the mics. I think even more than half the mics. Half the mics in clubs inside DC area and further and further and further. Every single person wants you to be at least a little bit more cleaner. Just a tiniest bit more cleaner. Just don't use that joke. Just don't use that joke. That's all they're going to say. Just not that joke. Not that joke. Use the other joke. I like that joke. I don't want that joke. Actually, can you cut that joke too? Can you just talk about like dogs? Can you talk about dogs for an hour? Is that hard? Wait, can you just talk about how fun it is to have a relationship for an hour? Is that okay? I don't want to ruin your comedy, but just don't talk about race, religion, or anything like uncomfortable. Can you do that for me, please? Like, it's every single one of those guys exists in every single scene. You, as a comedian that's true in heart, should avoid going to their level because they stopped doing comedy for a good damn reason, and they are working for comedians. They're not comedians anymore. Like, a great example was some shit that happened over the weekend. One of the bosses at the comedy clubs came out. He's like, dude, he's fucking doing the same, like, fucking shitty jokes again. He's just complaining how, like, he's doing, like, race bait jokes or, like, edgy jokes and shit. And he's like, it's so fucking annoying, but he keeps selling out. So, like, we can keep booking him, but, like, he needs to stop doing that shit. And in my head, I was like, maybe you should shut the fuck up and do your job. You own the comedy club. You're not a comedian anymore. But he's a cool guy, and I eventually want to get on his stage. I'm not going to die if I don't, but I want to. But in my head, I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. Just take the money and run. You're making way more than him. Now you want to ask him to stop doing jokes? He sold the tickets. That's all he had to do. He didn't have to do anything else. If someone didn't enjoy it after buying a ticket, they're not going to buy a ticket from him. They're not going to buy it. That's only fucking, I don't know. It makes fucking sense to me. It doesn't make sense to everybody. Like, you have to fight. You really just have to fight it and keep going on forward. Because at the end of the day, like, the only reason why Shane is an attractive figure in comedy for a lot of people is because he's not taking the same route of like, maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I should apologize. Maybe I should just talk about dogs and cats for an hour. He's not doing that shit. He's making fucking jokes he finds funny. He's like, oh yeah, I think it's funny to make fun of Asian people and their stupid fucking yeah. Oh, yeah, that fucking accent. I can't do it. I have no one to practice my Asian accent with. I don't have any Asian friends anymore. Not because I gave the accent out. It's just I don't really talk to those fucking rice munchers anymore. It's just I don't see them a lot. They don't really do comedy a lot, or they don't have that cool accent. But yeah, you just gotta enjoy the fights. You gotta enjoy it, because eventually you can win. You can win, and it's a big win at the end of the day. People who don't do the fight, people who don't want to do it, at the end of it, they're just like a no-name club comic, which is not bad. I want to be a club comic. At the end of the day, that's the only thing I want to be. I can be a theater act. Maybe that'll be kind of fun, but I'll love just to be a club comic that does late-night clubs and can live off of that, and that'll be awesome for me. I don't want to be the best comedian in the world. I just want to enjoy the club scene. Club scenes are fun. Cool people go to club scenes, and you can party almost every time. I think it'd be awesome. I really don't give a shit about anything else. Club scenes sound like the move. Speaking about the club, too, I hanged out with my buddy over the weekend, and he was like going through like a bad time and shit. He's just talking to me, and he wanted to ride back home. I'm gonna be as vague as I possibly can be, because I don't want to expose this shit on the cast and shit. Even though this is the best fucking cast in the world right now. The most littest cast is this one right here. So I don't want to expose his shit, but he was going through some bad times and he wanted to ride after work. I was like, fine. He gets off like 12, maybe or 1 to 2. We leave at 4 a.m. because he was trying to get pussy. I get it. Like, everyone wants to get a little up, sometimes a little down. But he was also pretty fucking gone out of his fucking mind. I get it, too. Bad fucking night. He offered me coke, which I was like, nah, not this time. I'll just fucking, I want to drive a little, so I'm not gonna do coke now. And I try to like play it off and be cool. He was like, oh no, it's straight. This dude do like a bump, and then after an hour we'll be straight. I'm like, it's kind of 3 a.m. I want to get the fuck out of here too. But maybe next time on my birthday I'll do it with you. And he's like, you never done coke before? I was like, no, me, I've never done it in my life, and I don't want to start. He's like, oh, he's like, dude, you definitely have to do it now. I was like, that's not the best. Fuck, yeah, I don't want it. Yeah, maybe just when the sun comes. It's raining all day. I don't want to fucking coke in the rain. You know the good old saying. And it just fucking, he made me look like a dumbass because the whole time he was just convincing me to do it. And I was like, I'm a pussy. I don't want to try a bad habit because I have bad habit tendencies where I just fucking fall in. Even though I've been on a goddamn streak. I've been on a goddamn fucking streak of sobriety. Not alpha alcohol, but off the good old weed Reno. Been off of it for a while. I don't remember the last time I did it. That's a good thing. Same thing with the good old hub. Once a week. Cranking the hog once a week now. Dude, these numbers are insane. If I told me a month ago those were my numbers, he would have like under over. I'll put a band on it. You're lying. Like, dude, I'm fucking winning right now. I feel great too. It's because like the fucking Secret Cast, the Old Testament, it's so refreshing to fucking hear. Like, it's refreshing to hear dudes talk again and like have a dude mindset. It being fucking dudes and saying faggot and gay shit and just make fun of people for stupid stuff. Like, it's so refreshing to feel like a guy again. You don't really feel like a guy in America anymore. So it's really refreshing hearing that shit, and I can enjoy it sober too. And I don't have to drink or get high to enjoy it. I can enjoy it sober, and I can sleep sober. And I don't have. It's not hard. It's not hard, but it's real refreshing. Like, I sleep better. I wake up earlier. I don't feel like a dog shit person. My tea in my body, all the testosterone is like building up and become like a super testosterone person. Like, I feel like a monster when I walk around. Like, I can eat someone. I can eat their whole head. Like, I can smash someone's head. Like, I have all this testosterone just floating around because it's not going anywhere anymore. I feel like a man again. It's nice. It's real nice. I'm saying jokes that I don't think is funny. Just saying it. Fucking looking at people in their eyes, giving them a good old eye contact, making them look away first. Dominant male shit. But either way, I was hanging out with him, gave him a ride home. Said no to the coke because I am a weak person, and if I do coke and I like it, I'm gonna be lockjaw for a month. I'm just gonna be lockjaw land. That's all people are gonna call me. Lockjaw land just walked in. Look at him, he's lockjaw. He's all locked up. Gave him a ride around 4 a.m. He's just talking shit the whole time about his like old lady and stuff, how much he hates her, how much she's like ruining his life. I'm just there listening to him because at the end of the day, like, every dude needs to like a friend to talk some shit about. Just someone to talk to. Like, it's refreshing. I've done it a bunch of times. I'll do it for anyone else. It's just you just want someone to listen to, so he doesn't feel like you're crazy anymore. Dropped him off 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Came home 5. Didn't really mind it. I was listening to the cast, so the day was pretty awesome. I was listening to the cast at the comedy club too. I was just sitting outside in the rain listening to the cast because it was either stay at home, listen to the cast, or go outside and just hang out with some dudes, just stand outside, be bored, look annoying, just do that shit for the whole night instead. So I did that, chose a ladder and stuff. I did meet this one dude. He's like, he's Ethiopian, but he's the Ethiopian that went the other way. Like, he's dangerous Ethiopian. Like, he's a nigga, like a real ass nigga too, and he's scary. Honestly, like, I was just there hanging out, kicking jacks, listening to the cast, and I ended up talking to him, and I was like, you know what, Adams Morgan, it's never gonna change because I used to work here 2 years ago, and it's the same scene. Niggas in shitty outfits, girls in shitty ass dress, and everyone smells like shit and they look like shit. It's just a never ending issue. And he looked at me, he's like, this place gets tough, right? I was like, I didn't say it doesn't, but why? He's like, nah. He's like, nah. He said, I live right around the corner, and this shit gets wicked. I'll let you know that this ain't no pussy ass area. It's like, I did not say that. I did not illustrate that, but I will let you continue on because I think you're a pussy, and I don't, and I'm pretty sure you have a gun. So I just want to hear you out. And I was like, oh, okay. Like I was like, is it past the Popeyes? Is that where all the real niggas hang? He's like, yeah, man, it gets wicked at night, man. You don't want to be around here at night, man. It's dangerous. I'm like, I've been out here 4 or 5 a.m. walking around pissed drunk and high before. I was never afraid of any niggas, but please, you look fucking ready to fucking scrapple. And he started asking more questions about me. I was like, I'm in the Army. I do mechanic shit. I have my own I'm doing mechanic business right now. I'm old mechanic work. Like, I'm working my dick off. He was like, for real, yeah. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, did I fucking set myself up? This nigga knows I have some type of money now. I don't know. He just made me feel so fucking uncomfortable to a point where I was like, hey, I'm gonna wait inside. Salute. I'm not touching you, but salute. That's it. I don't know. It gets weird. Like, I don't like the area. I don't like the area anymore. There's too much, like, weird Spanish people. Like, you look at them like, what are you from? Like, Guatemala? Like, are you African? Are you Haitian? What Spanish are you? You're speaking Spanish, but I don't know what type. Like, it looks weird. Like, do you know all English? No English? I don't know. And then there's more niggas by the dozen. And I'm not, like, opposed of niggas and nigga activity, have fun and shit, but I grew out of it. I fucking grew out of that dumb shit. I think it's stupid and retarded to fucking live like that. Nigga, yes, pick up your pants. You look retarded. You're a grown-ass man sagging. Why are you riding a bike everywhere? That really gets me confused. Why do you have a bike? You're like 34. Walk. I don't know, use the scooters. You should not be riding around on a bike. What are you, just driving around serving? That's all day long? Like, it kind of makes me, like, turned off to that shit. I'm like, dude, come on. Really? Like, what the fuck are you doing out there, bud? How about you do something nice? How about you clean something? I don't know. You're scaring me on a bike at 34. Like, niggas, they're really loud. They're really rude. Sometimes, too. Like, they'll just scream or stop in public. And stop while walking. And then they'll get mad at other people for, like, saying, excuse me. Like, turn around, like, why the fuck is this nigga talking to me? I'm like, Jesus Christ, you stopped in the middle of the sidewalk. Did you not hurt him? He did not mean that. He didn't mean to. I don't know. I don't like defending white people or, like, other races against niggas because everyone thinks I'm gonna Uncle Tom. But, like, nah, dude, I feel uncomfortable. I genuinely felt uncomfortable. I was like, come on, guys. Like, it's 4 a.m. Where are we going? Can everyone here call it a night and all the homeless people find a good corner? Like, it should not be this lit. And I get it. Everyone wants, it's a Saturday night. Let's have some fun. But fun died around 2 a.m. The devil comes around 3, and it's 4 a.m. What are we all doing here? I don't know. Maybe we should call it a night, guys. I just want to give everyone a good old bye-bye so they can go home. But no, it felt fucking deep. It did feel deep. Dude, we're about to run the cast up for an hour at this time. Let's see if I can find any more topics. All right, this is the last topic before we jump off this hot-ass cast we got going right here. So there's a video of a rare footage of uncontacted indigenous tribe someplace in, like, South America and shit. The only thing interesting about this shit is, like, what are we going to tell them? What are we going to tell them once they, like, get curious and shit? Like, oh, my God, yes, you guys are people, too. Like, dude, what did we miss out on? Like, what's happening in the world? And we started telling, like, yeah, so, like, there's some people, there's a group of people, we call them Illuminati. They kind of, like, rape and eat children sometimes. But, like, they're really cool because they make really good movies. So we're kind of fine with it. We also made something. You see this? It's called money. Money can buy you anything in the world, but it's just made out of leaf. So if you want this leaf, you can buy a house. And that's brick. Brick is stronger than wood. Other than that, we have guns and we kill a lot of people if they don't agree with our policies. Oh, policies is something we made up too. This right here is a clock, so it tells us how much time there is throughout the day. Oh, time, we made that shit up too. Other than that, you really didn't miss out on anything. Have you guys ever ate McDonald's? You want to try it? Like, the food isn't really food, but you can try it and see what happens. We just want to test it out. Have you guys ever done acid? Like, I don't know what to tell somebody if we did find an indigenous tribe. I don't know. Maybe that can be the question of the week. So if you guys What would you guys ask an indigenous person who's never seen the rest of the world? What do you think the greatest question you can tell them, or greatest answer you can give them, or thing you can show? What is something you can show them? Say, yo, this is awesome. That's why you should come and live with the rest of the world instead of living in that tiki tut and fucking saggy tits all around because no one made a bra for you guys. What would you tell them, huh? That would convince them to come to the real world. Other than that, it's been a hot cast. Yeah, fuck yeah. Just fucking subscribe. Don't read a book, nigga. Have a classy day.